Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. It's Friday. Let's get this party started. Oh, my goodness. It's a great day, no matter what's going on. Even when it looks like yucky, it's not, because it's a beautiful day. And we're going to hear that in just a moment if our Alexa will cooperate with us. So let me see if I can get her going.
It only does that when the wind blows a certain way. We can't figure out why.
Okay, Alexa, are you going to play this song for us this morning? Yes, I believe she is.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day.
Hello, everyone.
Isn't all? So come on, let's play.
Devin,
Forget the rush, you're in for the good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
good morning to you. Hello, people. Giselle, good morning. How's everybody doing? I say no. It's time for us to do the heart brain. Ricky, and Josie, good morning. Hello, everybody. All right, let me get my comments up here where I can see you all. Good morning. Morning, Bluey.
Hello.
And Auntie Jean's awake. She's getting that coffee stuff that we all need.
Good morning.
Morning, Auntie Jean.
Wizzy B just did a big stretch.
Oh, Miss B, are you ready for the day? That means I'm ready for the day when I do a big stretch. Okay. How about some heart brain coherence? Letting our, what's it called? Heart, mind to the divine. I love that. Heart, mind to the divine. This is what our Blue says the heart brain is, and I love it. So we're going to adopt that as ours on the morning show. Thank you. Oh, good morning, Deirdre. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Hand on the heart. Get my voice back. Slow down the breathing. And add in the love. So much love this morning. So much joy. Got my doggy wake up. They love to wake us up, and it just feels so good to have that unconditional love saying good morning to you. And that's what we do here every morning. Unconditionally, we just want to show you love. And so glad that all of you are here. So holding that beautiful energy in your heart, just give yourself that virtual hug and just say, I love you. You are amazing. You are wonderful. Everything is working perfectly according to God's divine plan. And therefore, we have Friday because everything's a yay today. Everything. Even when it doesn't quite look like a yay, it still is because we don't see that bigger outcome. We don't see what's going on other than the moment that we're in. So sometimes if your moment is not ooey gooey, warm feelings and smiles, just think there is something more happening that maybe we can't see. And so look for the yay. Look for the yay in your world. You'll find it. It's there. Andrea, good morning, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're all here. Thank you for getting the memo. Thank you for showing up. And let's see what the yays are today. What's our yay? Auntie Jean, what's your yay today?
My yay today is I love it. It's beautiful. It's rainy, but it's so quiet and peaceful. It's just beautiful. It's my yay. And I'm here with Blue and the puppies and my mama P and all of you. I love you all so much.
We sure do. Kathleen, my yay is talking to Teri this morning about the Changes Retreat. Yes, we are. I can't wait to connect with you, Kathleen. I've already had some beautiful feedback from others, and there will be more to come, but thank you, thank you. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Blue Jean, do you have a yay?
It's kind of an odd yay in a way, but I'm glad to know who Jay is now. So
She had a mystery solved.
mysteries.
Deirdre, I'm not sure what that means. Are you talking about the Facebook group? Maybe that's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about setting the appointment, but okay. So let me just real quick take care of this. And my yay is, oh my gosh, I got more than 2 hours of sleep last night.
Yes, you did.
It's rainy here. And you know what happens when it's rainy?
My brook fills up.
Her brook fills. I can't wait to see Babel full of water. But also, you get sleepy in the rain, right? I do. And we're laying there last night, and Jean and I were talking for a minute, and I said, oh my gosh, I think I'm just going to let this rain put me to sleep, because that's what it felt like. It's like soft, and it was little hitting the window a little bit. And I'm like, oh, this feels so good. All right. So Deirdre, I'm not seeing where I need to do anything. This is just weird. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can find our Deirdre. Now that I know what it is I'm looking for. There you are, Deirdre. You got two profiles, girlfriends. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
I'll just invite them both. All right, now the problem should be solved, Deirdre, and you can set an appointment with me. Kathy Hand said it's a picture perfect fall morning and
Yes.
glad it's Friday. Yeah, I bet you are, Kathy. I hope you have good plans for the weekend. And I know our plans for the weekend, we're going to be traveling.
We are.
We are.
I'm gonna go see Padre Pio.
She's excited. I'm excited because I've been there, but I still get excited about the energy of the place. When we go to that Padre Pio shrine in Pennsylvania, it's amazing. And hopefully we'll get to see our Suzanne. I don't know if she's going to be able to meet us or not. I haven't seen her on this morning, but I hope so. And I think Charlie and
Charlie's
Erica
coming.
and Christine and anybody else that wants to meet there on Sunday, we're going to show up and just enjoy the afternoon there at Padre Pio. Yeah,
It'll be sad to leave Baloo, though.
we're not going to talk about that.
She's coming with us, aren't you, Baloo?
Of course, she'll be in that car,
Mhm.
a little fairy in the back seat.
Well, unfortunately, I'll be doing firewood. Or fortunately, depending on
Fortunately,
how we want to look at it.
yeah.
My house is gonna change and back porch is gonna be dismantled and it's gonna get, put all the furniture away and put firewood racks up and move everything around, switch everything to winter. And you wouldn't recognize the place if you walk back in, you go, what happened?
Wow.
But that's
Yeah,
okay.
you have to do that here.
Pardon me?
You have to do that
Yeah,
here.
we switched to winter mode, which is all right. It's just gonna come early. Everything's been 2 weeks early this year. So that's gonna come 2 weeks early too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wintertime.
I want to hear more yays.
I know. What's our yays? Come on, you guys. Are you awake?
Look at that beautiful orange tree in the backyard.
Did y'all snooze?
Oh,
Oh, let's see if Kuan Yin has a yay for us.
another yay.
Jean has another yay.
I don't know if you can see it.
Let's see if we can
Let's
turn
see.
you around here.
Look at my new,
If I had two hands, maybe I knew what I was doing.
this is my new, whoops, wrong way, sweatshirt. Accept, align, allow.
Triple A,
Triple A,
y'all.
y'all. And on the back, it says, I don't know if they can see the back.
It says, there's always time for love, no matter what.
Can you see?
There she is. There's our sweet Auntie
It might
Jean.
be a little big, but it's wonderful and warm, and I slept in it last night. So beautiful. And you can get them online. Yes, beautiful.
They are. And she says it's warm.
It
So I'm
is.
going to take her word for it. I have one, but I haven't put it on yet.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Annie said she had her AAA shirt on yesterday.
Oh,
Lena's here. Good morning.
good morning, Lena.
Waggle butts in your general direction, my friend.
Says I'll be driving, but I'm just listening. I can't multitask. Well, not while you're driving. So thank you for listening in this morning. Marietta, up to a higher plane as we travel together in love and light and joy. Marietta, do you like that sweatshirt that Auntie Jean had on? I love the color. It's called Royal Blue. If any of you go in to order one,
Just wonder who that shirt really belongs to.
the Royal Blue
Belongs
sweatshirt.
to
Oksana, good morning. Oksana has a yay.
Good.
Yay for blessings like comfortable and beautiful clothes.
Yes, definitely.
I agree, Oksana. And okay, we were doing Kuan Yin. I got to figure out what I'm doing here this morning. I was going crazy because I couldn't find my calendar. I accused Pocky of eating it.
Box because
Said,
everything.
did you eat my calendar? So I don't know that I have to do something, but
No.
I figured it out. And I figured out that I get to meet with a beautiful pea this morning. All right, here we go. Here we go. Kuan Yin, what you got for us? Ooh, okay. Pretty, pretty.
Oh,
Can you see it?
beautiful. That's an
Okay.
interesting one.
It is Be guided now. Allow yourself to be guided. The guide cannot take the steps for you. That is your job. But the guide can show you the way. It's up to you if you choose to take it, whether you tread carefully, dance, or run along that sacred pathway towards the loving arms of the Holy Mother. She is always there to help you. I love this card.
I think it was for me.
I think it was for you. It's guiding you to get in the Angel Mobile. Hey, I made her laugh. So we talked about having guides at the retreat, our spirit guides, and sitting with them and just asking the question, what do I need to know? What guidance do you have? And that's something that's an everyday thing. That's not just a one-time, okay, I got it. And then you're done. You're guided every day, all along the way. And it's our job to decide if we're going to accept that guidance or not. And has anybody ever not accepted the guidance? Have you not listened to what your spirit guide's telling
Oh
you
my
and
God.
you went the other way anyway?
I have the funniest story.
Yay, we have a story time.
Where is it? So it was back in the 80s, and I was with Mary Jane, and I had gone to this meditation gathering, and we were trying to connect to our higher selves and our guides. So I'm meditating, and I hear this voice, and they go, "Shh, be quiet, listen to my guides." And all of a sudden, I hear this laughter come in. I'm like, oh, okay. It was like the funniest thing, because I'm like, okay, they're like quiet, everything in your mind, whatever. So it was just hysterical. I mean, you could just imagine. Sometimes I think I have two and one's drinking. I mean, you can make this stuff up.
On another dimension.
Oh my God, it's just too funny. I just couldn't believe it. That happens on occasion. And I don't do well getting messages for myself. I have to get hit over the head with them. Like if people get one feather, no, I have to get a whole lake covered in feathers, which has happened.
That's what I told Teri one time. I need a house to fall on me.
Mhm.
Sometimes I argue and say no, and then I do it anyway.
I argue with them a lot, Jean. I'm
Do
glad to
you?
hear that you do
Oh,
too. I always have, though. I always
Thank goodness. I thought I was the only one that was
I know.
that argued.
You should have heard me when they told me that I was going on this journey. I'm like, you want me to do what?
I haven't
Excuse me?
I haven't argued with them in a while.
I
Oh, a couple of years, I think. I haven't really had a thing.
Yeah.
And I hear them now, and one thing will let me know. I don't necessarily have to get bopped on the head, though occasionally they literally drop things on my head now. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do that too.
Yeah.
So just talk about getting in your own way.
Yeah. Kathleen says it doesn't work very well when you don't listen. I always say God keeps knocking on my head harder and harder.
Yes.
And then you listen.
No wonder we're short, right?
I know.
See,
Pounding us into the ground.
That's right.
Oh, Marietta loves the sweatshirt. Thank you for showing it. She says, beautiful messages. What a wonderful way to share our message.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Accept, align, allow.
Perfect for right now.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I've argued with my guides, and especially those beautiful angels. I know most of the time they're like this. Like, she's not listening again.
And I don't know what they think about when I argue with them, because I really engage them when I argue with them.
Oh yeah, me too. When they told me to leave in September of 2020, actually I got the message in July. It took me a whole month to get rid of all my possessions and get the Angel Mobile and get everything set to hit the road. And I said, don't you all listen to the news? Don't you know what's going on here on Earth? This is not a good time to be out there traveling. And they're like, Teri, it's the perfect time to be out there. This is when you're really needed. And I'm like, okay, just have to trust. And this whole journey has been about trust. every bit of it. It's like, I don't know sometimes from minute to minute where I'm going to go or where I'm going to be or how I'm going to get things done. But they do. I don't have to know. And that's the beauty of it. I know it drives Jean crazy, but this is the way it's been for the last 2 years. I don't have to know. And then I listen and they're going, okay, pack the bag. I was at my sister Billy's house. She can tell you all this is the truth. I'm at her house. We had done the land blessing. And I think she was fixing lunch or something. And I walked in the bedroom and I heard, pack your bags. And I'm like, what? Now? Looking around like, who said that? Packed my bags. And she walked in the room and she goes, what are you doing? And I said, I guess I'm going. And sure enough, I was supposed to move along. So I never know when that's going to happen. And it's so funny because now I have Jean here and she's ready to pack the car. And I'm like, no, it's not time yet. We're not supposed to put him in the car yet. But I always just have that hit that this is what you're to do now. And I can argue all I want.
Remember last year you kept arguing with me and I went, you're not supposed to go for another 2 weeks, and you got that look on your face. No, this pouty cutie pouty little Teri look. I was like, no, I'm gonna leave now. I'm just gonna get up and leave it. Of course, how long did she have to stay?
The angels always
Angel
know.
GPS.
I do have Angel GPS. And Jean's starting to learn that a little bit.
I have
A little bit.
GPS, plus some angels often. And
I have Teri GPS. I go wherever Teri goes.
That's right.
in the scheme of things, so you have the worst sense of direction.
Oh, I am so directionally challenged. I can't go from here to the next street without getting lost. Seriously.
Okay, do the angels have to say, turn right, turn right, turn right?
They do. They know to turn right instead of east or southeast or whatever the heck all that stuff is. Oh,
so
Kathleen, I know God knocks us on the head until we listen, right? Kathleen says there is a man named Asel who had the same experience you had, Teri. He was told to travel where they tell him. They've sent him to very dangerous places, but he has to go and is always protected. Both of you are superheroes. Oh, I don't feel like a superhero. I feel sometimes like this feather, just like drifting along. And
Yeah,
here I
the one with
am.
Forrest
Here,
Gump's
I'll
feather.
show you a sign.
Beginning of the movie Forrest Gump, that little red thing.
Yeah. But thank you, Kathleen. And I'm so happy that there are other people doing this journey. I know there are. I know I'm not the only one out there, but I'm so happy to be a part of something in this world that makes an impact. We get all these hits, we get all of these, do this, do that, but we don't always listen. I haven't always listened in the past, but I know now to listen. I know how to hear that message. And that's a big thing when we sit with our guides. We talked about that at the retreat, how to just sit and don't talk. That's a biggie when we can just sit and say, okay, what do you want to tell me? And really just quiet and listen. And going out in that quiet time, that's the best thing we can do. I kept hearing a message before the retreat, and I know it hasn't happened yet, but I know the voice is getting louder and louder. And they keep saying Vision Quest. So I know after my beautiful Auntie Jean goes back to her home, I'm going to be very, very sad, you guys. You're going to have to really boost me up. I'm going to be alone for a month and a half in Colorado. And I think,
That's beautiful.
yeah, I think that's, me and Little Trooper.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But I think that's going to be when I really have some breakthroughs and do that vision quest that they keep saying, you're going to do this. I'm like,
doesn't sound to me like you're going to be alone. No.
It's gonna be very
Trooper
busy.
or the angels or both.
Both. It's kind of getting really crowded in here
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. All right. Oksana says, my yay is a gift for my friend. We reconnected recently and she knows how much I love Kate Spade. So this morning she sent me a text deciding to gift me her pink Kate Spade.
Oh,
Wow.
That's
That's
awesome,
really
Oksana.
awesome. Good.
As a thank you for talking to her about her soul and living from a heart. Oh my God, just 2 days ago, I decided to dream and manifest a pink purse by imagining it and receiving it. Wow, and I got it.
My hands are
I'm
getting
hearing Neville Goddard right now saying, Yay! Because that's his teaching. That's what he shared with us. You imagine it, you hold it in your heart like it's real, you feel that you already have it, and then you let it go and it comes to you. And look at you manifesting like crazy, Ms. Oksana. And we got to talk because soon we're going to be headed into that state of yours. And Jean and I want to stop and say hello.
Say hello. Maybe have a cup of coffee.
Maybe a cup of coffee or lunch or just to see your beautiful face. That's what we want.
I don't know about you. I want to give her a hug.
Oh, yeah, that's a definite.
You have to give her one for me.
We
I
will give her
will.
one for you and for all the fur babies. You're going to get lots of hugs. Isabel, morning, sweetheart. She says, my Friday is I am worthy and magnificent being having the experience of duality in a human life.
Oh,
We all are. But which voice is speaking louder? The voice that's speaking louder to me is you are magnificent. So just remember that when all the other things come in, the challenges and the struggles and everything that looks like it's upside down. Oksana says, so awesome. I'm very fashionable with my new pink purse.
oh, I can imagine.
We get to see it in person. And she says, yes to lunch, yes to hugs. I am ready for love. We love that. And Kathleen says, beautiful, Oksana. All right. What time is it? Oh my gosh. Got to start putting some prayer requests in there. And I think I added one yesterday. Who did I add to our peapod prayer list?
Iris?
Yeah, we I had Iris. Iris went under the grid. And then the day before that, I have add Nancy went in to the grid.
Nancy Berdelsky. Nancy, if you're listening, honey, we love you so much. And I hope that you're able to just take each day, one day at a time. Oh, I added my friend Shelley. Shelley Newman is in the hospital right now. Her husband, Teri Newman, is the one that's really been struggling, and Shelley's been asking us to hold him up because he's going through chemotherapy and has really had a struggle over the last few years. But now Shelley had to have a heart cath and some testing. She was doing a sleep test yesterday when I saw her on Facebook putting a post up. So keep both of them in your prayers if you would. I've known the Newmans for a very long time, and I'm sorry to say that they're going through all of this challenge. But
should I put her in the grid or?
Yes, please do. Both of them, Shelley and Teri.
Is Teri already in the grid, maybe?
I don't think so. I know she's asked us before to pray for him, but I didn't have them on the prayer list. So I have corrected that. And thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. Yeah, the angels are putting things more and more in front of my face for me to pay attention to with human trafficking. And I don't get political, but there's a group called changes.org that does a lot with getting awareness out when there's things going on. And there's some things right now that need our attention as far as that goes, for attention to human trafficking and what we can do, because we can do things. Sometimes, and I know in the past, I've said, what can I do? I'm just one person. What can I do? But when a group of people say, what can we do? Then we get the message out there even louder and further into the world. So
But you said, what can I do? and you gathered a group of people, and now they're doing it too. So it just multiplies.
Yeah.
And it's earthwide. It's not just here.
Right.
People are doing this all over the earth. People who realize that we need the spiritual in our life and that we need to be on the path of change so that this world can still exist in love and peace.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Earthwide.
Yeah. It is worldwide. And I love that, we have peas in so many countries. I haven't seen our Lillian this morning, but we have Lily in Norway. We have our beautiful Hope and Zena over in the UK. Prachetta in India. Yeah, we have a worldwide presence. And yeah, it does make a difference. Thank you, Jean, for that. Yeah, I used to say all the time, it's just me. What can I do? What does it matter what one person does? And the angels have shown me big time. Yeah, this is what one person can do. You can get out there, you can talk to people. It's that domino effect. You talk to one person, it was like the other day when we ate at that restaurant and I gave the server a card.
Right.
And she was so impressed. And she goes, I'm going to pass this on to the next person that comes on her shift.
She was so excited.
Yeah.
That she got card.
Yeah. And I offered her another one so she could keep one and give it. No, I'm going to pass this along. And I loved that attitude. Keep passing it on and let it go where it's going to go. Years ago, there was a movement to reach people with books. So you would place a book somewhere and
Oh, I
remember that?
Yeah.
You put a book somewhere and you could write a message, in the front of the book of where you left it and the date, and please pass it along. And then you could track it. There was like this tracking thing where it knew where your book was if somebody picked it up.
Really?
And
I
yeah.
don't remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. Does anybody out there know what I'm talking about? But it was so cool because I sent a couple of books out. I don't know where they've gone now, if they've reached anybody. The other thing I really like are these little neighborhood book.
Yes.
The little
boxes.
book boxes.
Yeah, then you find them
Like-
all.
You can see them in
There's one
some.
Bremerton, I think.
Yeah, you can see them on some streets, and they're packed full of books. And it's like you can put one in there, you can take one. And I just love that.
I've been wanting to do that because I have a lot of books and I've been
Yeah.
wanting to do that.
Yeah. When I published, I believe it was Time Heals, when I published that book, I had a friend that reached out to me from California, and that was the first time I heard of them. I didn't even know they existed. And she goes, can I put one of these in our neighborhood little book library, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
And I said, of course you can. I think that's a great idea. So, we can share spiritual books in those little books. What do you call them? Street library.
Yeah.
Free libraries.
Street library.
Mhm.
And if you don't have one, maybe you want to make one for your neighborhood. Isn't
That's
that a
what
great
I'm
idea?
thinking.
You can do that,
The
Jean.
kids in the neighborhood used to come and borrow books from me
Oh.
when the kids were small.
Mhm.
They would, and they'd bring them back. They'd take them and bring them back and get a different one. So I've been wanting to do that. I think I will. We don't have that many kids anymore, but I can do half kids, half adults. Because I still have some of those kids' books.
Oh, there's our beautiful Hope. Good morning or afternoon to you, Miss Hope and Zena. Says we are here, but we keep getting thrown off. Well, I'm glad you're on YouTube because that usually doesn't happen on YouTube. And she says, Pay It Forward was a film that sparked a brilliant movement.
Yeah,
It was. I loved that movie. Always paying it forward. And Iliac, that's what she is on YouTube. Oksana said, today a question arose in me. How can I see myself through my eyes, my soul's eyes, not the eyes of others, not the eyes of society, not indoctrination, not eyes of lies, my eyes, the eyes of truth. Wow, that is a beautiful question to ask yourself, for all of us to ask ourselves that. And, you know, it's like that question, who am I before the world told me who to be?
Exactly.
Who am I before others looked at me and said, oh, that's who you are. You're this, you're that. No, your soul knows who you are. Right, Auntie Jean?
And you were pure light before the world changed you.
Yeah.
And Oksana, I was doing that. Oksana, you can look at yourself through our eyes, because what we see is that pure light, and what we see is beautiful person. And trust us, because we love you. And you can see yourself through our eyes.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you for bringing that up this morning, Oksana. Mary Crincoli, hello, hello. And Tammy Fisk.
Hi,
Oh,
Mary.
so good to see you. Mary, you haven't set an appointment with me yet. So go on to that. If you go into changes, the group, there's a link there. You can just go ahead and set an appointment. It may be next week because we're getting ready to hit the road tomorrow. And I know there's no more appointments left during that time. All right, let's do our prayers. And if you have any that you want to add to the list, I will definitely add them to our prayer list. And Blue has the grid back up. I sat with it yesterday. So beautiful. I lit some incense and just let myself go into that beautiful energy of the crystals talking and healing and just being there for a moment of love. So if you go in the prayer list, you go in the grid. And so happy that we're able to provide that service. And I'm just so honored to be here with Blue and be able to see that grid with my own eyes.
Very many people get to see it.
I know. That's very special to sit with it,
To feel
to let it
too.
talk. Yeah.
Yes, you guys sleep pretty much kind of right above it.
I know. Yeah, Jean was worried about me. She goes, I was getting ready to come down and see if you're okay. And I said, I was sitting with the grid and just absorbing all that wonderful energy.
Time warp.
Yeah. So Mary's asking to add Gina, Gena, G, to the prayer group. We certainly will, Mary. Thank you. And I can't wait to see you. It's going to be, what, about a week, a little over a week now. We will be in Florida. And right there, it's that beautiful ocean. You all keep the weather nice down there for us, okay?
Yes. Yes.
We're going to go to sleep dreaming about nice sunshiny weather in Florida.
We have sundress we have to wear.
I know. And I found another light dress that I can wear on the beach down there. So I'm ready for that beach. Oh, Rochelle, good morning. Oh, sweet Rochelle, I love you. Please add my friend Christy. She is having challenges paying her rent and difficulty with a roommate. Let's pray for things to turn around for Christy. It's with a K, Blue. And Rochelle, I don't know if we're stopping in Virginia Beach. I know I didn't get to see you last time we came through, but if we do stop there, perhaps we can just say hello to you while we're there. We'll see what that route takes us.
It's raining.
Mary's walking on the beach right now. I love that. Mary, I love you. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Take a breath of love in and send a breath of love out. Feel the peace that happens when you do that. When you receive from the divine and you give that love out to the world, sending it all over Gaia. Everything that has energy, we're lifting it up right now. That includes the rocks, the trees, the grass, the waterways, the mountains, the valleys, the plains, all the critters, all the beautiful animals that are outside getting ready for the season change. And every person on earth. We send this love forward. We want it to just go where it needs to go, to lift whoever is ready for that love to come into their heart. And those that are in darkness that don't know about the light, just send that light on and let it go where it needs to be. All these that are on our prayer list, let's lift them together. If one of us lifts them, that's quite a bit to lift up. But all of us together, putting our hands out, just lifting the energy of everyone that we pray for, every place, every animal, just lifting it up to the divine, asking that it be seen and acknowledged, and that all prayers be answered for the best and highest good. And then we give love to our darling planet, just sending love right down to the center of Mama Gaia. Just say, I love you. I love you for nourishing me. I love you for helping to provide peace as I walk on your back. I love you for the beauty, the absolute beauty of this earth. I love you for the energy and helping us to know that we are loved right back. And lastly, give love to each other. So let's do that now. We do it every day, wrapping our arms around each other on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. And I'm laughing because I'm looking and seeing Ricky with his hands in prayer position and Deirdre, everybody's lifting these prayers up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the love. You're so amazing as a family. Oh, Rochelle says that she would love to see us both. So yeah, let's see if we can make that happen to at least come in and say hello to you. All right, what time is it, girls? They're snoozing.
I think they're gonna move today.
The babies are snoozing. Let's see if we can wake them up. There's an alarm clock that might wake them up.
Lulu looks pretty upset over there.
Girls. Oh my goodness, what did you do to the girls?
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, Mama, be on the lead wherever we need. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we go in. You are new the mission. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of full of joy, full of light, full of love. Unless you feel feeling up from the top here. The coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space. In the pot full of love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. really is no secret. You simply consent, align, allow. Triple A, morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five because the triple A. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Morning cuppa full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five because the triple A. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Cuppa joy.
Thursday, I'm going back in town. Woo! I love you all so much.
Does that?
Have a beautiful day. Stay in
Love
your
you
heart.
guys.
Stay blessed. Love from Auntie Jean, love from Blue Jean and Pocky and Gruffy and all the babies who are sacked out right now in the window. Look at that.
Yeah.
We got sleeping
Wizzy Bee is
kitties.
very tired.
It's the raining
All
day.
right.
everyone.
We'll see y'all later. I love you.
We love you.